All right, guys, it's time for some speed work. Let's do some 1 mile repeats. All right, guys, let's go. Welcome back to the channel. This is Andrew with Running with Dr. Andrew, and today we're doing some speed work, getting out on the track this week and doing some mile repeats, half mile repeats, and some warm up and cool down miles. All right, guys, let's get after it. All right, guys, that was mile number 1. I got 1 more mile left, and then we'll do a 2 half-mile runs. There is nothing like running mile repeats on the track. I really love it, man. It just reminds me back in the track days and just, pumping your arms and going as fast as you can. And especially on tired legs, man, it feels really good to kind of get the legs kind of stretched out and really work on speed today too. So looking forward to the race, and hopefully all the speed work too will carry over to the marathon. And again, it's all about pumping the arms whenever you're running. So the faster your arms are going, the faster your legs are going to go too. So remember that when you're doing speed work, is really pump your arms. That's going to help you out and get your speed back. All right, guys, let's get after 1 more mile repeat, and then we'll do the 2 half-mile repeats there. Oh yeah, also you want to make sure that you're doing some dynamic stretching in between each set too. That's going to help you keep your legs nice and loose while you're resting there. All right, guys, let's get after it. All right, guys, I just finished another mile. I did that one in 6:52 minute pace. I had about 0.3 left, 3/10 of the mile left or so, and then I was like 6:57, so I decided to really crank it out the last little bit just to make sure I get underneath under 7 minutes. That was kind of one of my fastest times in a while anyway too, and I haven't been doing a lot of track work, so that definitely was a positive kind of a booster on my confidence there too with speed. I felt pretty good after my legs being pretty tired there too. So all right, guys, we got 2 more half-mile repeats, and then we'll see you at the end there. All right, guys, I got done with the 2 half-mile repeats. I did I think the first one was 7:19 minute pace, second one 7:22 minute pace, and so right now I'm just doing just a cool down. Definitely feel pretty good. It's kind of a little worried. The first 2 miles I ran was pretty stiff. That first mile was a little stiff too, but not too bad. I mean, for running as many miles as I have had, and definitely just a good day, just a good week so far. I may do a couple more miles later on tonight, just to kind of shake out my legs a little bit there, and also get up to 66 miles. That's right now I'm close to 64 miles, so that will be my most mileage I've ever ran before, is 66, and that's been a goal to get up to, and we finally got it. So maybe next week we can get up to 70. We'll see. Again, it's all about time, and getting time on your feet. That's all it's all about there, time on your feet there. And definitely it's amazing what the human body can do. And when you train it, it will do what you ask for it to do. And you can do it, injury free too. So that's the main thing, is make sure you're doing your strengthening. And like I said, all the runs are important, but they don't all have to be equal. They don't have to be fast all the time. Again, especially if you're doing longer distances. Even if you're doing 5Ks, every run doesn't have to be super fast. Now, when it's time to run fast, definitely work hard. And that's going to gain your speed. All right, guys, we'll see you back later. All right, I did my 2 mile kind of easy run for this evening, and feeling pretty good so far. Definitely for tomorrow, for starting of week number 8, which I can't believe we're almost halfway done with this training block. It's gone by really fast here. So the plans for tomorrow is definitely doing an easy run, taking it easy. And Tuesday, hopefully doing a tempo run and some easy miles at the same time. Trying to build back up. Like I said, I'm doing 66 miles this week, and hey, let's try to get 70 in, and that way we continue to climb up from there. And then, like I said, around weeks 12, 13 or so, we'll start to taper down from there. All right, guys, I did finish the 66 miles for the week, and that's been one of my goals for this training block, was to get up to 66 miles, and definitely my next new goal is try to get up to 70 miles, and then keep climbing up from there, and we'll see where my peak mileage will be at. And definitely next week we'll be including a 20-mile run, probably like on Saturday or so. And see how that goes. And definitely the weather looks like it's gonna be a lot cooler for longer runs, so I'm excited about that. And it's kind of amazing how I'm seeing my progression as the years go on. So definitely, if you're out there running, and don't get frustrated with your times or whatever. It's all about time on your feet and progression. Each time you run, you're going to get better. And each year it's going to get better. You're going to start to notice these little bit of increments of improvement. And, 2 years ago, if I did a YouTube video of myself running of that year, I would have been a totally different person. When the first time I ran a marathon, I had difficulty with it. It was a very tough race. I had to do about 10 miles walking and jogging because I cramped up pretty bad around. And I think I did it at 4 hours and 54 minutes. And so, definitely maybe your goal is maybe not to get what my time is, or maybe it is to get faster, or maybe you want to be able to complete a whole marathon without stopping and walking. I think those are all great goals. Those are goals I had before, is be able to finish a marathon first. And the second one was to be able to finish one without stopping. So definitely all of our goals are in different places. And so now my goal is to get a little bit faster in each of the marathon, and potentially maybe, qualify for the Boston Marathon. That'd be a great goal it's a great goal for anybody just to be able to qualify for it. And, definitely, like I said, then stick with it. It's each day that you're going to improve each year. And each month, each day is going to continue to improve. So don't give up, make sure, and also make sure that you're running smartly too. So like I said, you don't have to run fast to get fast times. So definitely the saying is run slow to get fast. And so those slower times, definitely your easy paces are going to start getting faster and faster. And then obviously your faster times are going to get faster too. For example, and today I did some mile repeats, and I thought my time was about 6:50 or so on the time, but I looked at the Strava and it was actually 6:09 was my time in the mile, which was incredible. That's my fastest mile that I've had in a long time. I haven't gotten close to breaking 5-6 minutes and 15 20 years or so. So definitely that's incredible for me to think that I'm getting close to the times I was when I was, in my early 20s and 18 or so. So definitely that's kind of a cool thought to have, that, each time I'm getting faster and faster. It's all about mileage on your legs and your body getting used to running, and you're running faster, building the mitochondria, building more efficient mitochondria too, so that we get faster. And so that's what I would definitely stick with it. So it does take a little bit of time. Like I said, the first marathon I did was 4:54. I did not know how to run a marathon. I knew how to run the half marathons. I did well. I was able to complete one without stopping. I was able to complete one under 2 hours, but the marathon was totally different type of race for me. And so you have to kind of learn each time you run a different type of race. Like in January, I'm going to run a 25K, a trail race, hopefully. And so I'm going to have to learn how to do that too. That's going to be a little bit of learning curve for me. I'm not going to be able to do the fast paces, through the trails like I normally do on a road race. So it's going to be a little different, a lot more climbing, a lot more downhill, a little bit more technical type of footwork. And so, each time, each different race. So it's going to be kind of fun, a learning process of how to run these different races. And definitely it's all about fitness and being able to continue to race and have fun and have healthy and be able to have a good quality of life. And that's why we run, is to have a good quality of life, and also to be able to socialize. It's through YouTube, it's through your races, running groups, whatever it is. I think it's very important for us to have a connection. I think the running world itself, the running community, is very tight knit and very, very positive, which I'm very grateful for. And so this, let me show you the chart here. So we've got finished week number 7. Yeah, 66 miles that I crossed off my 70, put 66, but that's okay. Hey, this is the most I've ran in my life in 1 week, 66 miles. So definitely we started off with 50 and all the way up to 66. And again, we did dip down to 36 after on the 5th week, just because I had to work. And so then we will have 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks to go before I take another little break. And then around week 12, week 13, we'll start to taper. And so we'll have quite a bit of mileage when we start tapering. So then definitely, finally working down to at least, there's a whole chart there. So definitely it's getting a little bit more colorful as we go on, isn't it? And so that should be kind of fun to look at we're almost halfway done with this training block there too. So I'm pretty excited about getting halfway done there too. So this concludes this video. And so if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please hit subscribe and ding that bell, because I don't want you to miss any videos that I may post. And so we're trying to do other things like training talks, and trying to do my core exercises for runners and different things like that too. So definitely look for those videos in the future. So help everyone keep safe, keep running. We'll see you next time.